oil, stock prices. Very beneficial for you. I promise you. If you are a serious finance student, you will always come out ahead. Always. Okay. So, and then the last slide talks about a bunch of seemingly unrelated things, but they're not unrelated. We are, as I told you in chapter 1, we are laying some background work, so that you can understand the. So I explained some of these. Like this year, Uber is going public. Airbnb, heard of Airbnb? I'm sure many of you use Airbnb. Airbnb is going public. So so once they go public, you'll be able to buy their shares. So I told you how a private company goes public. Remember that? Which entity helps a private firm go public? What kind of bank did we talk about? Investment banks, Goldman Sachs, Merrill Lynch, Morgan Stanley. These are big name, investment banks. So they buy all of the stock, right, from the company, and then they sell the stock to retail investors, wholesale investors through their network of, brokers and dealers, and through their sales force. Okay. What is a primary market then? What is a primary market? Intangible. It's a market in which what happens? Newly issued securities are sold. Newly issued stocks, bonds, any other newly issued securities are sold. New securities of a private firm going public, or new securities of an existing public firm. Like Walmart, if it wants to sell new common stock, the same process will be followed. Okay? What is the secondary market? In which, yes, NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange, what is it? Can you define it?
For previously issued stock.
Previously issued securities are sold previously. So if you want to buy Walmart shares or Facebook shares, they are not going to be trading in the primary market. In the primary market, only, new securities of private firms going public, or new securities of existing public firms. So first time sale. That happens in the primary market. Intangible, okay, dealer market, investment banks, and so on and so forth. A secondary market, I gave you two examples: the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ. Okay. Which market is an auction market? The New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ? New York Stock Exchange. So NASDAQ, what is it? It's a dealer market, Online. Dealer market. Who are dealers? Not individuals. These are financial companies. Okay? They buy and sell continuously. As long as the market is open, they buy and sell. They start at our time 8:30 and they end at 3:30 our time, Central Time. So these are companies that buy and sell repeatedly throughout the day. Okay, they buy, they sell, they buy, they sell. Okay, they make a market in the specified stock. So each dealer will maybe specify in 8 or 10 or 15 different stocks. So and remember, a typical dealer will quote two prices. Can you name what we call those prices? Ask and bid. Bid price. Okay, let me ask you this question here. If you follow me, okay, there is no reason why you should not be able to do well on the test. Now, if you doze off in between, don't take notes, and I repeat myself, maybe according to some people, too much, and yes, maybe too much, but my intent is to help all of you, okay? I know, some of you can take care of yourself, but I try to focus on those who, those whom I can perhaps motivate into doing, a better job. Yes.
Can you repeat an example of a primary market?
Yeah, a primary market is one in which newly issued securities are sold. Newly issued securities are sold. So there are two prices. So A typical dealer will give you two prices. Okay, so here is my question to you. If I want to buy one share of this, whatever this share is, this dealer is selling at 100 and buying at 101. If I want to buy from this dealer, what price will I pay, 100 or 101? If I want to buy from this dealer, what price will I pay, 100 or 101? 100 is his buying price, remember. He buys at 100. If I'm buying from him, it means he's selling, right? So then it won't be 100. Then what will it be? The other 101. He buys at 100, sells it to you at 101. So please understand it. He buys it for 100 and sells it to you for 1. This is how he survives, right? Of course, this is a widespread. Generally, it's a few pennies, maybe a penny or so. Okay, this is what he does. Repeatedly buys and sells. Oh, you want to buy from me? Okay, I'll charge you 101. You want to sell to me? I'll give you 100. So remember, bid is his buying price, but your selling price, the customer's selling price. You understand? One part is buy like you buy a car from a dealer, you know. His buying price, and he also has two prices. He doesn't tell you that. When you trade in your used vehicle, okay, he will maybe give you $2,000 for that vehicle, and the same moment he turns around, sells it for $2,000. No, he's not gonna survive that way. He sells it for maybe $2,500, $2,600, you know. So this is what we are talking about. So this is the price at which he buys from you, which means if you're selling to him, then your selling price, his buying price, okay? And his selling price is your buying price. So know that. There will be a question on the test. Any questions on this chapter? I want to move on to chapter 2. All right. Chapter